This is a typical neighborhood. Drug selling, gangs, a lot of children running around. It's a typical neighborhood. What makes a difference now is with the farm here, the children actually have something to do.
These are the dead weeds that we try not to use in the springtime to choke the plants. It just looked like a crappy yard with tall grass. And then as soon as the garden came along, it actually stopped me from doing bad things. But the farm gave me something to do instead of being destructive, busting glass.
One, two, three, 4 onions. When I found this land, my real interest in it was that it's so centrally located. So we thought, okay, well, we'll start a community garden and a farm at the same time. That way we have this support of the community that's interested in growing food, working together with people who want to grow food on a larger scale. There's like a synergy that happens there. It's there, it's not like in a massive quantity. The first people that we met were the kids that lived in the houses right around this space, and Brian was one of them. He was actually the first kid that I met.
I was back here, then I asked them what was they doing to my lawn, and that's when they were like, hey, you mind like working with us? And then I said, yeah, whatever, and I helped them from day one. Your father? What? Right there.
He grew up in this neighborhood. His grandmother grew up in this neighborhood, so he has a family history here, and he literally knows everyone.
So you've been with these people here for a good little while since they started this garden, and you keep on doing what you're doing.
After school, the options were to like play in the street in front of the house or come behind the house and play in the dirt. It was really important to build respect with the kids in the neighborhood because they can also be the ones who tend to maybe vandalize something or, you know, destroy something, but I think they just saw how much work we put into building this that they actually became protectors of the space.
They effing up my ground. Look, he's spray painting it, yeah.
I grew up in sort of a rural area of Connecticut and had a strong desire to move to the city. Ended up here in Baltimore after I graduated from college. It was interesting to me to pair agriculture with a residential urban neighborhood. Food generally travels so many miles. You can go from farm to table in 2 blocks.
Right here. It's cool to see children just picking up leaves and vegetables and just eating them without saying ill or what is that, you know.
I hear them talking about zucchini bread and pesto and pickled radishes, and you would just never think that kids would be talking about those foods. But when they get the opportunity to try them in different settings, I think that has a really big impact.
I'm eating mushrooms, arugula, okra. I'm 31 years old and I'm just learning about some vegetables. I have a child now, so I'm able to teach him things at a young age that I didn't learn when I was young.
My favorite fruit is apples and watermelon because they're good and healthy for you and it helps you remember things.
Growing your own food, harvesting, and then eating it is a really powerful experience, and it changes people, and I don't even think they realize necessarily.
If they don't know how to do something, they always come ask me. They're like, hey, you been here for a while. I look at them like real weird, like, hold on, y'all asking me what to do? Throw this in the compost. It make me feel happy, and it make my community feel proud of me.